how come, we,
Yes, yes.
so
Great.
how come like NEP has influenced NCF? That was
Mm,
what we discussed. Like we discussed about curricular goals, we discussed about human capacities, values, and dispositions. And we also got to know that pedagogy, culture, and practices are the three basic pillars on which any school can run. And how the main intent of the teachers nowadays should be to make children understand, not
mm,
to make them rote learn.
mm.
And like the NCF now focuses on the three domains of Bloom's taxonomy, which are the cognitive, effective, and psychomotor domains. And
Great.
then like we discussed about some problems which generally schools face,
Mm,
like difficulties in fundamental literacy and numeracy, then narrow goals, then inadequate resources.
mm,
And we also learned that the NCF is focusing on tools and resources which teachers should use to build up the concept of the students.
yes.
And the main concept of NCF is Indianization of education.
Great.
So so our students should know about the glorious culture of India, its
Mm,
past, its history, as well as
mm,
the local traditions and culture and language. So this is
mm,
what NCF trying to focus on.
mm,
And these are like we discussed about what curriculum is,
mm.
and like what are the elements which directly, like what do you
Correct.
say, which directly affect curriculum. And there
Mm.
was,
You're on mute, ma'am.
and then we discussed about the framework of the curriculum as well. And after that, I think we stopped on the objective, why NCF is useful. So we
Mm,
stopped on that.
mm. Great. Wonderful, Soumya, ma'am. Yes. And today we are going to look into the structure and presentation of NCF. So it starts this way. NCF is based on most current knowledge acquired through research and experience. So the research that has been, like taking place, and the knowledge which people have acquired through their research, they have presented it in the NCF document. This is the first point which we need to remember. It aims to be understandable to everyone related to the Department of Education and teams involved in it. Everyone, whoever is in the association of this, like education system, everyone should be in a position to understand. And it gives an understanding about the new vision. It also emphasizes on the roles of parents, communities, teachers, and etc. in making this possible. Like in our SQAF, we have seen there are many stakeholders, including what do we say, like this alumni, the people who finish education from your institution and they go. So NCF is going to give certain inputs to everyone, every stakeholder who is into the educational system. This NCF is designed as teacher as the primary focus. Teacher is the primary focus of NCF. Whoever reads NCF or not, teacher should definitely read. It is like a Quran, a Bible, and a Bhagavad Gita for every teacher. So NCF one, at least one page of NCF has to be read by every teacher on daily basis till the next NCF comes. And because teacher is the heart of education, please make a point of this. Okay, teacher is the heart of the education. It is not the management, or it's not even the principal. Teacher is the heart of the education. Teacher is the ultimate torch bearer of changes. When I say principal is not the heart of the education, or management is not the heart of the education, there is a very much valid reason. How many children can a principal go and teach? How many classes can a principal go and take? What is the role of a principal? Principal's role is to lead the whole team. But at the end of the day, who has to get accustomed to the changes? It is definitely the teacher who has to follow everything that has been told in the NCF, and teachers are considered to be the torch bearers of changes, and they are supposed to bring all these objectives into practice. NCF is made as per levels, including illustrations and real life experiences, which we are going to explore after some time, that may help teachers in understanding its grasping and using it and related to it. Okay, like you can relate your experiences that you are having, okay, as a teacher with what has been given in the NCF document. This NCF also speaks about the present reality of schools and teachers, but still it has positive aspirations for future. Okay, whatever is happening now, okay, what is the scene behind the screen? This NCF is going to speak about all these things. Okay, for future, what are the aspirations of NCF? Even that we are going to look into. This particular volume, which we are calling as NCF for School Education 2023, this is not the complete NCF. This is just an introduction to everything. Okay, this 600 pages document is just an introduction to everything. We are going to have 9 more such volumes, which teachers need to read. 9 more such volumes, okay, about arts and music, languages, mathematics, science, social science, humanities, sports and vocational education, school culture, and processes. So 8 we are going to have, including this, it is 9. Okay, so 8 more books are yet to come, yet to be released. These volumes are going to have deep insights that would make the implementation of NCF easy for the educators. So we need to read all, before those 8 volumes are going to come out, okay, we need to finish reading this volume, this main volume. And we should be in a position to implement what are said in these books in the classrooms. This NCF takes the position of 9th volume, and NCF FS is 10th volume. I suppose you all know we have one more national curriculum framework, which is for the foundation stage. So all together, we are going to have 10 books, which every school should possess, and every teacher should have their own copy and read it. This NCF gives an integrated overview of many things. It is further divided into 5 chapters. Now we are getting into the content of this book. Till now, we have seen what is the subject matter of NCF and what all are going to come in future. Now is that we are going to see the content of this NCF. Okay, so totally we are going to have 5 parts in this NCF. Each part is again having many chapters. So the first part, part A, is approach. It is having 3 chapters. Part B is school subjects and areas, which is going to have 10 chapters. Part C is cross-cutting themes, which will again have 6 chapters in it. Part D is school culture and processes, which will have 2 chapters in it. And part E is creating a supportive ecosystem, which is a very important chapter, and that is going to have 4 chapters. And along with NCF for school education, there are 2 more documents which you should always possess with you. That is, the first one is NEP 2020, and there is a draft for NEP 2020, which is again a 600 pages document, which you need to have in your hand always. Because while you are reading NCF, there might be certain things wherein you have to bring into picture from that draft of NEP. Apart from that, we will have an NCF for adult education, and NCF for teacher education is also going to be published soon by the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. So this is all about the content which we are going to look into. Now, like, what is the preliminary requirement while you are doing any worship? Who will tell me? While you are worshipping the God, what is the prerequisite?
Devotion. Faith.
Devotion. Very good.
Faith.
Faith.
Faith. Very good.
Believe.
Belief. That is faith. Yeah. Purity in heart. Physical purity. Isn't it? Apart from that, you should be ready completely, first of all. Isn't it? The same way, there are few key characteristics which we need to always keep in our mind while we are reading NCF. Like we say, especially when we are teaching the subject political science to the students, whenever a case study comes, we say when you are reading every case and when you are giving your judgment, make sure no one's fundamental right is denied in that particular case. At the same time, no one's fundamental duty is, exploited over there. Those elements we should always keep in the mind. As a child who is reading political science, these elements are to be kept in the mind. The same way, there are few elements which we need to keep in our mind while we are reading NCF. Please make a note of them. First one is goal directed. While we are reading NCF, at every point we should make sure whether this particular chapter is directed towards the goal of NEP 2020 or not. Is it deviating anywhere? Okay. Second element is practice enabling. They might be telling several things in NCF. Okay, but is everything practice enabling? Because after every chapter, this is the checklist which we need to go through. Self-assessment. A person who is reading NCF, he or she should be doing this self-assessment. I have read chapter 1. Is it goal-directed? Is it practice enabling? And third element is educationally valid. It should be valid. There should be sound research and sound reason for everything. It should be a rational one, not emotional one. Okay. And fourth one is engaging. Okay. What all the things which are said in NCF, are they engaging or are they completely theoretical? Fifth one is improvement driving. Is there any improvement in the suggested activity from what we are doing already? Is there any improvement, or is it that we are going nowhere, we are again there only? And diversity embracing, is every activity suggested in NCF, like embracing diversity of our, like subcontinent, and mutually reinforcing elements. There should be a mutual, understanding, or there should be a mutual, friendship between the pedagogy, assessment and evaluation and school culture. Are all these things there or not? So after every chapter, we should be thoroughly doing a self-assessment in these things. Okay, teachers? So this is all about the introduction. So we have seen what are the goals of NCF, what are the chapters, and what are we going to explore in those chapters, what are the associated documents. We have also seen what are the key elements to be kept in mind for self-assessment after every chapter. Okay, now let us start with the first chapter of NCF, school education. So this first chapter comes under the part A, and part A of NCF is approach. So please write a bigger heading, part A, approach, and below that chapter 1, aims of school education. Is everyone here? If you people are here, can I get a hi in the chat box?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Because everyone has turned off your videos.
Hi,
Yes.
sir.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah, thank you. So first chapter is aims of school education. Why do a child need education? Who will tell me the answer? Why does a child need to be educated?
For growth, I would say a child requires education for physical, mental, emotional, and social growth.
Mhm. Is there anyone who want to add
Also,
a point to this?
yes, I want to add, if a mother is mothering a child, education plays the role of helping a mother or any parent, whether a father or a mother, that it helps them to make the child understand what is wise, what is right or wrong. So education is a catalyst to understand the wisdom.
Hmm. Anyone else who want to add a point to this?
So to be acceptable in the society.
Okay. Anything else? Are we missing any point?
To be, to be able to face the challenges of the world in a better way.
Okay. Okay. Good. That is good. Anything else? Karpagam ma'am, you're not active.
Sorry, sir, some network issue. I missed your question. Can you please repeat it?
Why does a child need education?
Sorry, sir.
Why does a child need education?
It's to face the realistic application of the world,
To face the world and
realistic
to
challenges. Yes.
face the realistic challenges. Okay. So NCF says that a child needs education to achieve capacities. There are few capacities which every child needs. Please make a note of this. We are going to explore those capacities, what those capacities are in deep further. And so you can take a subheading as need for education. Okay. The child need to be educated as to achieve capacities, achieve valuable knowledge, not just knowledge, valuable knowledge. When we say valuable knowledge, a knowledge which makes this person a valuable person in the society. Apart from that, a knowledge which can fetch living, a happy living to this particular child. So second one is valuable knowledge. And third one is values and dispositions. This is a very important factor which most of us, okay, forget. Every day there should be a value that has to be taught to the child. Every day there should be a value. Every teacher, irrespective of which subject you are teaching, whether math or physics or chemistry, whatever subject it might be, every teacher should concentrate upon the value building of the child, not just the concept. And if you can integrate the values to the concept and teach, then you are the best teacher in the world. That's what NCF says. Moving further, what is the purpose of school education? Now we have got to know why a child has to be educated. Okay, he needs to achieve capacities. He needs to achieve, the child needs to achieve valuable knowledge. The child needs to achieve values and disposition. Purposefully, why is it that we are sending a child to a school, an organization, or a body called school? What's the purpose of that? Child can be educated at home also. Homeschooling, these days, it is very much famous, isn't it? But why school? What's the purpose behind sending a child to school?
Where the systematic approach or pedagogy can be taught to make the child understand all these capacities, knowledge, and values and dispositions.
Okay. Anyone else?
To know how to live in the society and come across different types of people.
Okay. Okay. Great.
We all as teachers talk about holistic development of the child. So the
Very good.
holistic development,
What all can be put under this so-called holistic development?
it is mental, emotional, social, physical, psychological, as well as academic development of the child.
Okay. Now, Okay, let us start taking the points. The whole purpose of school education is, first thing, to make every individual who is coming to school a good human being. A good human being, first and foremost thing. Second point is that every individual should be capable of rational thoughts and actions. These days, everyone takes decisions based upon their emotions. And lots of damage has happened to the so-called, world, okay, which is hunting for peace. So
could you
every
please
person,
repeat? Could you please repeat?
yeah, capable, every individual should be capable of rational thoughts and actions. Which means they should be taking decisions based upon sources. Okay, rationally, based upon a source, a scientific reason. They should be in a position to take decisions based upon scientific reasons, not on based upon emotions. And the third point, to make every individual to possess compassion and empathy. That's the third purpose of sending a student to a school, that we should train him to possess compassion and empathy. Fourth one is a very important purpose, to develop courage and resilience. Courage, you all know, to face any situation. Resilience is to face any hard situation and withstand the situation rather than committing a suicide. These days, youngsters, they're unable to withstand situations. I could see one of my student recently who scored very good marks in her 10th boards. Okay, just for the sake of three marks, she was crying the whole day. No resilience. I tried for 95. I should get 95. That's it. Otherwise, they're unable to take that. Okay. And fifth one is to develop scientific temper among the students. It's very important. It's very much important. Children, not only children, even adults are unable to differentiate between a Pakhandi and a Sanatani. Isn't it? So to develop scientific temper and to develop creative imagination. Next one is to develop creative imagination. And the seventh one is to develop sound ethical moorings and values. MOORINGS, moorings and values. Ethical moorings, like, just to simplify it, as to give ethics, proper ethics to students. And behavior based upon good ethics. Okay, so this is the purpose of school education. I request you all to download the document and keep it with you. Whatever information I am giving is that I am summarizing and giving. Okay, I am making it simple and I am giving it to you. But still, if you want to read, you can once read, so that what happens is it gets completely stored in your brain. Okay, so what I am doing is I am preparing and I am making my small flow charts or mind maps, and I am trying to give it in a small, quantity to you people, so that it's easy for you. Okay, but still you download the document and just try to read one subsection every day. Okay, now we have seen need for education, purpose for school education. Or the third thing that we have to know is, what type of individuals do we need for our country? The whole purpose of NCF 2023 is Indianization. So what type of individuals are needed? Okay, for Bharat. Okay, so we need individuals who are engaged. Engaged means being engaged in different sort of good activities, research and knowledge gaining. Engaged, productive and contributing citizens. Second type of individuals, second quality of any individual is to be productive and contributing to the society. So once again, let's recapitulate what type of individuals do we need? Engaged individuals and individuals who are productive and contributing to the country. Okay, that is society. And now what type of society do we need? Our end product is society. And what type of society do we need? A society which is equitable, a society which is equitable, inclusive, and plural. Now, what is equitable?
Where all are treated equally.
Much more. There is much more to that, ma'am. Let me give an example. Shall I, or anyone wants to try? What is equity? Shall I give an example?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now a cricket match is going on. Okay, so this is the wall, and here the match is going on. There are two children, one Gautam Buddha and one tortoise, who want to watch the match. Okay, and this is the wall. Now, Gautam Buddha is tall enough, just he has to climb one brick. Gautam Buddha is climbing only one brick to watch the match. Now, if we speak about equality, for tortoise also, we are supposed to give only one brick. Equality, no? Both should stand on the same platform. Am I right? But will that be enough for the tortoise? No. Can you see the tortoise peeping? No. So maybe we have to provide the tortoise with 3 or 4 bricks to stand upon, so that he can also see what Gautam Buddha is seeing.
So equal opportunities to be provided.
Rather than saying equal opportunity, I suppose necessary hand-holding to equalize everyone. Necessary resources, giving necessary resources. 5 उंगलियां हैं, 5 भी अलग अलग के हैं, तो ये पांचों को एक करने के लिए we have to give extensions, nail extensions to all these people in required measurement. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Prasida ma'am, is there any doubt in this? Was I clear with equity?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat?
Yes.
Want?
Equitable society means giving necessary resources to the people.
Understood, sir. Like inclusive and what more?
Inclusive and plural society. See, plural society is nothing but a society wherein you have diverse group of people, okay, and you are taking everyone's inputs for decision making. Everyone's voice has a consideration over there. That is a plural society. Okay, so we need a society with these 3 qualities, wherein equitable, inclusive and plural society. Okay, and what is the pramana? Pramana means on what basis are we telling that we need a society like this? On what basis? Can I just say, or the 1,700 people who worked for NCF, can they say? Who are they to say in a diverse country? No one can give an individual opinion, or no one can be forced to say that we need a society with these three qualities. No. This is the dream of the Constitution of India. The Constitution of India dreamt that one day the society of India should be having these three qualities. So one important goal of NCF is to make sure that the dreams of our constitution are also met by 2040. Okay, so that's an eye-opener. I suppose this is an eye-opener today for most of us, isn't it? So this is the dream of NCF, to have a society of these three qualities. Okay. Now here we have come up with three learnings. That is the definition of which is, need for education, purpose of school education, types of individuals, and types of society which we need. What type of society that we need. Now we are speaking about knowledge. Okay, we are speaking about knowledge, and right in this first chapter itself, though there is a lot to explore about knowledge in NCF, they are telling us basis for grasping knowledge. Please make a note of this. Next subheading. Basis for grasping knowledge. On what basis, or by using which different methods can a teacher and a child grasp knowledge? And today, by the end of the session, you people should analyze yourself based upon which type of pramana you grasp knowledge. It will be explained in a better way. We are coming there. So basically, we have 6 types of pramanas. These are called as pramanas. Pramanas are nothing but the basis for grasping knowledge. Okay. Okay. The first type of pramana is pratyaksha. Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means experience through senses. Our experiential learning. This was said long back. We are learning it now, but this was told long back. Pratyaksha, experiential learning. Experience through senses. All the 5 senses. See, smell, hear, touch, okay, taste. Okay. And the second pramana is anumana. Anumana, by taking inferences. Reading, researching, and taking inference, trying to explore more about it. And the third pramana is upamana. Most of us, we do this by using examples. Third pramana is upamana, by using grasping knowledge, by using examples. Fourth pramana is arthapatti. Arthapatti, which means grasping knowledge by applying knowledge in real life. Application method. Arthapatti, applying knowledge in real life. Fifth pramana is anupalabdhi. Let me repeat it. Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi, which is knowing through instincts. That is also a basis for grasping knowledge. With instincts, one's instincts.
Sir, if you could please repeat the names of third and fourth pramana, though I have written the explanation.
Okay,
Missed
third
out
one
on the
is
names.
upamana.
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 And fourth one?
Arthapatti. Arthapatti. Okay. Last one, sixth one is Shabda. 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 Which means grasping knowledge through testimony and resources. Testimony and resources. Okay. So within NCF, you will come across many such things. This is an exclusive thing which you have learned today. What are the 6 methods through which a person can grasp the knowledge? This you can relate to your Bloom's taxonomy and experiential
Sir,
learning. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
the fifth one, can you please say? Fifth one?
Fifth one is
Fifth one.
Anupalabdhi. Fifth one, right? It
Which
is
means?
Anupalabdhi means knowing through instinct. Knowing through instincts. Okay. Hope everyone could make a note of these things.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay. So last one is knowing through testimony and resources. So there are many such resources, short resources, which we find in NCF, which we will discuss also. So these things are helpful for you to relate it with your pedagogy and methodology, which you follow in the class. Okay. So new thing is that you have learned the Sanskrit terms, like knowing through experience, taking inferences, all these things we have come across, isn't it? Taking inferences, people who are intrapersonal, they take inferences. Testimony and resources, under multiple intelligence, a person who is good at words, okay, that person goes with Shabda. A person who is interpersonal, he goes with instincts. Intrapersonal also goes with instincts. Okay, a person who is bodily kinesthetic, he might use this applying knowledge in real life. All these. Okay, so please, you people, put your Bloom's taxonomy, experiential learning, and what do we say, MIs in front of you, and try to, just look at this once again. So you will understand from where it has been taken. Okay. Yeah. If the meeting ends, kindly join with the same link. We will finish off within 5 more minutes, 5 to 10 more minutes. Yeah. So